qualifier?
Yeah, this is top 16.
That's so messed up. Why would they do that to me? Spreading misinformation on the internet? I would never. We're playing for top 8 here.
Final is the whole. You know, and then you've got grand final, which is the whole, but again.
Yeah.
You know, I see what you're saying. It's a double elimination bracket.
We're playing for top 81 right now.
Well, everybody's done that, so good job.
I'm not wrong.
Everybody has reached top 81. These guys, yeah, both of them playing for top 8. We've got SHADIC newly representing Stride as of recently, which I got to give a big shout out to that organization because they've been doing a lot of good stuff. Sponsoring some great players, actually getting them out the tournaments. A sponsor that actually does what a sponsor does.
Love to see that.
Love to see that. Getting their payday off of SHADIC. Hot off of that win at Cirque 3 and looking to keep that momentum going. Had a close set against Fox earlier and doing exactly what he did to Fox in the beginning of that game 1 here against Skitz, which is damage and death.
Yeah, it's a constant at play that whenever SHADIC gets an advantage, you're going to be stuck there for a minute trying to get away from those swinging swords. Skitz is want to do that. He does have a lot of air drift as Wario to try to escape those scenarios, so he's not always as stuck, but no matter what character you are, it's going to be difficult to get down from the swinging blades.
Well, and again, you know, not having disjoints. I mean, Wario does have good air drift, but that doesn't really help you when it's predicated on, you know, being ambiguous as to whether or not you're in the zone to strike. And if it's ambiguous, then you're within Corrin's striking zone. So,
yeah,
you know, you kind of have to be a bit more, you know, very choosy and then picking just really good spots to go and commit. Almost like we were talking about with Wolf against Roy earlier. That's kind of the dance that you have to tango to against Corrin, and SHADIC, man, is just not opening up the floor. He says, I am taken, thank you.
Yeah, that is... Oh, this is just a massacre.
Promise tomorrow. Because, let's be real, he's still not even in college yet. Yeah. And this kid is going to be top 10 in the world, like, on the next ranking. And I've said that so many times tonight, but I wholeheartedly believe it because look at what you're seeing with your own eyes.
That was great.
Yeah, that was just quick. There was not a lot to say there other than Skitz got hit once and got put in a dang blender.
SHADIC, I mean, not only played the matchup extremely well, but also played against the player very well, right? You know, Skitz is not one to just let the matchup be where the game is decided. He is good enough to push the layers past that, but again, I talked about this earlier, but SHADIC is at his best when somebody is playing extremely well because that is the mold that he has designed his playstyle around, is forged in that fire of taking on high-level opponents.
You certainly don't get to this level by resting on your laurels, right? You gotta always push the boundaries.
SHADIC hasn't done that since he's been able to do geometry.
Which might have been yesterday.
Because I was going to say, like, algebra, but I was like, that's like 2 or 3 years ago. Like,
maybe. I don't know what they're teaching these days. I've been out for too long. I've been out of the game.
From what I've heard, they're not teaching much.
You know.
Especially not here in Texas. Jeez. Hollow Bastion, though, for game number 2. How about we teach the people about this stage and this matchup? Oh! I feel like no matter what stage you go to, it's going to be tough for Wario, but...
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I wanted to talk about the stuff that's happening on the stage, but things keep happening off the stage.
Right.
Forget what's happening here in the center platform that Corrin's so good at control.
My goodness. Skitz can't catch a break. The second he's in the sky, he's got to guess. He's guessing again. It is nonstop. How do you get down?
Finally getting lucky with that fastball air dodge, pick the right spot. SHADIC was not looking out for it, but again, you just go right back to the ledge. And I mean, this whole game, Skitz has been trying to get away from SHADIC. Now he finally gets to apply some offensive pressure. Now we're right back to neutral, and you've got to go back to avoid mode.
Yeah. There we go. We're able to slide just above the down tilt. Catch these hands.
Jumping out of the range of that pin, but
ooh, the angled up.
That was
smack
nice.
of the sky.
Buenos dias, Andre the Giant.
Let's see. Man, how long can we hold on to this stock? Can we take big advantage of the waft? Because that's been a non-factor.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
Normally that's the great equalizer for Wario's got a bad matchup, waft it away.
and yet, here it is, an 161% rage, now going to last stock, but you know, as we all say, if you got those combos, that makes this an even game.
Mm-hmm. It certainly could be if we can land a late nair, not quite off of a trade.
Really good patience there by Skitz, but throughout that aerial to try to catch whatever get it from SHADIC, you know, was coming out meaty, but SHADIC was coming up with a hitbox as well. Skitz knows the waft won't KO, so he's got to still be careful.
Okay. Definitely taking his time with this approach. That landing fair is so free to toss out. It feels riskless at times.
Wolf fair, but stronger, it feels like. A footstool to get out of there as well. SHADIC just creates that space. Skitz immediately taking a lot of damage. 51%, like he can still get a falling up air or an up tilt, and that can set up for waft. Not a whole lot else with this amount of rage, though. I don't even know if falling up air with this much rage. We're not even going to get to find out. Is SHADIC, those juggles were just brutal.
Every time we saw a single hit, I feel like I was transported to Will It Blend Wario edition. Don't breathe this.